young brothers, I really feel for y'all, and I'm saying this just as your internet uncle. I feel for y'all because the group of young ladies that a lot of you brothers got to deal with is something that we didn't have to deal with in the 80s and 90s. Definitely I was a teenager going into a young man in the 90s. I was a little kid in the 80s. But I want you to hear what this young lady's going to say. I mean, to attack modern technology, roll that clip.
If you ever think that I'm going out with you and then you pull out Apple Pay to pay for our bill, to tap your card, you're over it. You're dumb. You're crazy. This is the last time you will ever see from me or hear from me, mother.
Now, this young woman is a certified fool. Like they would say, a certified fool. So we live in an era of modern technology. We live in an era of AI. We do a lot of things on our phone, including pay. We pay. Throughout the world, they use their phones to pay for things. In certain countries, they can even swipe their hand across. I think in China, they could do that, right? And also in China, you have to pay everything through your phone. I know in Kenya, they have a thing called M-Pesa. That's mobile money. Everybody's paying something through their phone, right? But yet, in America, most of people using the Apple Pay to do it, right? Because you attach your cards to the Apple Pay. And this man took you on a date. You're not paying for anything. So you should be happy that you don't have to pay for nothing. And just because he decides to tap his card, that's the issue and the problem. Let me tell you something. Young lady, that's why you're going to be by yourself. The only man you're probably going to be able to get is a simp, but a real man, which the men that you probably will respect, you're not going to be able to get. Because a real man be like, what did you just say? So let's look at the logic of that. So I got to go in my wallet, pull out my card, and then pay. But yet I got my phone literally sitting here that I can just tap, look at my phone, and that's the end of it, right? It's paid for. Then I can write. If I want to do a tip, I can write it. And this is why some guys are either just chilling their nerves and just not dating nobody, and some guys just afraid to, because really it's not that guys don't want to be married or don't want a family. A lot of times when they have to deal with young ladies like this, of course, not all young ladies act like her. I won't say that because that's not true. But some of them, unfortunately, are influenced by the videos they see of young ladies like this. I've heard them say online that a man paying with Apple Pay is sassy. I'm like, I guess I'm sassy because I pay with Apple Pay a couple of times. I was at one time, I was in a grocery store. I forgot my wallet. I said, oh, shoot, I forgot my wallet in my car. I said, oh, shoot, wait a minute. You got Apple Pay? And I just tapped my phone, looked at my thing, whatever. And that was the end of it. Like, but people that's mature is not going to say things like that. So what I would say, fellas, if a young lady talks like her, just make that your last date with her. And just like, okay, all right. But I would say to you, fellas, screen these young ladies before you go on a date with them. Screen them. I don't care if they're young, in their 30s, middle age, whatever. Screen them. And I'm going to tell you what I used to do when I was single. The best way you screen them is, first of all, you go through their social media. You look at it, all the pictures they're posting and video of themselves. Trust me, they are open books. They will tell everything about themselves. I've shut off conversations in the past just based off of their social media alone. Because if that's what you posted about yourself, I ain't dealing with you. Let's say they pass a social media check. Have a conversation with them on the phone. You know how they do on jobs? They do your phone interview, then an in-person interview. Do a phone interview. Talk to them, not text, phone, FaceTime, whatever. Fine. Do phone or FaceTime. And if they don't pass your test of the phone interview, then you don't go nowhere. If they pass the phone interview, then you go on a real date with them. The first date is an interview because I want to see if I want to take this, whatever. If you fellas go through that social media test first, phone/FaceTime interview, and then an actual date, if they pass them, then a lot of you fellas will probably won't be spending money because some of you guys are getting messed up when you should have did a phone/FaceTime interview. If all she do want to text, she don't want to talk to you on the phone, she don't want to FaceTime, she don't want to do nothing, that's a red flag. So any red flags you see on the phone interview, because I don't want you guys to spending money. Some of you guys don't even do what I'm telling you. You go directly to taking them out. I don't care if you took them to Cheesecake Factory. Cheesecake Factory expensive because all the price of food, everything went up. So you got to think a little bit before you spend your hard-earned money, because you got to look at your money as this. Whatever you make per hour on your job, when you spend money, it's 1 hour out of your life. So if you made $20 an hour, if you spend $20 on anything, that's 1 hour of your life gone. So why waste money on a little woman like that when you could have kind of sniffed her out way before you even got to the point of spending money? So I'm just here just to give you a little knowledge, fellas. That's it. Just a little knowledge, because I want you to keep your money in your pocket, and little women like that need to stay